Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to mix properly epoxy in any type of project. As you see, this is extremely big, almost 14 feet long, 95 inches wide, and I've been using deep pour epoxy. Let me show you how it works. First thing that you need is a container for your epoxy, a bucket, a measuring bucket, or a small cup, measuring cup, if you're doing something like a cutting board. Number two, you need your epoxy. This is deep pour epoxy from UltraClear Epoxy. Very nice quality. I'll talk about that in a bit. Number three, you need something to mix it. In big pours, I like using a drill. Small pours for little small cracks or stuff like that. Just use a little stick, whatever I have to use, whatever I have in hand. Number three, the color, the pigment. It can be a dye or it can be a pigment. In this case, this custom conference table, they want cobalt blue, which is the color that I'm using. And my next step is gonna be measuring. To measure the deep pour epoxy, usually is 2 to 1. So 2 parts of resin, 1 part of the hardener. So I'm gonna make 6 liters, which means 4 part A and 2 part B. Let's proceed to do it. My container is completely clean. It looks dirty, but it's clean on the inside. What I like to do is after I put the epoxy in my container, I mix it for about 5 to 10 minutes, completely clear. And then once I know that it's properly mixed, I like adding my color, dye pigment, and mix for another 5 minutes. Let's mix it. So it's been 5 minutes mixing it. Now it's time to add my pigment. And I want that color very concentrated for this particular project. Now we're doing another 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 more minutes, maybe even a little bit more, since I added the pigment to the epoxy. I'm just gonna let it sit for now. Now let's talk epoxies. Why to go with UltraClear Epoxy? It's made in the US, does not turn yellow, doesn't smell, and you have no bubbles. So I stick with them. I've been using them for a long time and I'm extremely happy. So there you go, guys. Check them out. The link is gonna be in the description. UltraClear Epoxy, very, very nice product. This is how we pour a big table. Check it out. Look at this color, is amazing. Like I said, I don't need to worry about leaks because I made my mold carefully. Plus, I already poured twice on this piece. And this is probably gonna be our final. This track over here needs a lot of attention. Again, it's very important to do this in parts. This table is 2.5 inches thick. And I went with 3 pours. Now we're using the torch. Great. Same on this spot. Here we go. So here you go. This is how it looks in the final pour of the deep pour. I'm gonna retouch little cracks and small imperfections with tabletop epoxy, which is something that I normally use to fill those little cracks that are not deep and they're not big. Let me know your thoughts, comment down below and like the video.